All right, thanks everyone. Steve Smith joining us today after scoring his 33rd Test 100 today. If you have a question, please raise your hand. As always, we're probably not going to get to everyone, but we'll do our best in the next 5 or 8 minutes or so. So, start off over the back.
Steve, congrats. Certainly one of your more emotional celebrations. That 100, what was going through your head after you passed the milestone?
Was it? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, no, look, it was just nice to get to 3 figures. It's been a little while, but yeah, I mean, it was cool to contribute to the team today. You know, it's been tricky the first couple of games. Had a couple of nice balls and got strangled down the leg side in Adelaide. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I've been batting well the last month or so. You know, it was kind of, yeah, just sticking to my processes, trusting, you know, that it'll turn around. You know, you need a bit of luck, I think, on these surfaces we're playing on at the moment. And I think I got a bit of luck early on and, yeah, I guess made the most of it.
Right over the back left.
Steve, you just said...
Right there. Come that way a bit. Can you go that way a bit?
Just a bit low pressure. You just said that you've been batting really well throughout this month, and for those who spend a lot of time watching in the nets, it felt like you've been very happy with your batting and how it's coming along. So the century itself, does it feel like it was just due, it was just coming, or did you feel like you know where the century's coming?
I don't know if it was coming or not, but yeah, I mean, I have been feeling good. You know, it's just about getting into my work. I haven't been able to do that yet this series. You know, it's been pretty challenging, I think, particularly the new ball. It's been doing a fair bit. Most wickets we're playing on. So, you know, I think a lot of credit has to go to the top 3. I think they faced 50-odd balls each, which I think is a pretty good effort on that wicket out there. You know, they played really well yesterday and then started, you know, okay today. The way, you know, if we can sort of get to 30-odd overs when Travis comes in, it makes a big difference to the team. And I think the seam probably starts to settle down around 30, 40 overs and the ball stays quite hard, this new ball that they changed in 2021 or whatever it is. So, you know, you see guys batting at 5, 6, 7 that are able to hit the ball hard and get good value for their shots, and you know, that's the kind of way we've been shaping up. You know, we kind of said it after Perth, it was a bit of an anomaly. We all missed out at the same time together, and we usually have 1 or 2 of our batters stand up and get us out of trouble or get us in a position of strength. So yeah, fortunate that Travis and I could do that today.
Steve, you seem to change your setup sort of, you know, in terms of how you approach it. I think to just do it in such a short period, you have to have the confidence to keep trusting the change. What does that include?
And I've changed my setup pretty much every game I've played for the last 15 years, so it's nothing new to me. You know, I kind of try and adapt and figure the best way to play for each surface that I'm facing. You know, clearly this one is a pretty bouncy track, so I was batting out of my crease a little bit, trying to get at the bowler, going across my stumps, but leaving my left leg a little bit open. Because I perhaps have been getting, when I've been doing my double trigger, getting my left leg a little bit too closed, and those balls that are skidding, I've probably struggled to get my bat down in time. So, you know, I thought my movements were pretty good today, maybe a little bit bigger than I would have liked early on, but yeah, I felt like I was moving into the ball nicely. Yeah, and obviously had a bit of luck early on, which I think you need on these surfaces to score big runs, and rode that, and then obviously had a great seat in the house to watch Travis go about his business again. You know, it was a great partnership, and it felt a lot like the World Test Championship final in a way. You know, the way he came out and just smacked it, and I could sort of take second fiddle and do my thing. So, yeah, it was a really good day.
Steve, when Travis is going well, it sort of feels like he can hit the ball with the best ball before, and maybe hit it in a place where the bowler doesn't want it to go. Like, what's your perspective from the other end when you're seeing him do that? I guess doing it quite consistently.
He's doing it consistently at the moment, which is great. So, yeah, look, the way he's able to put the bowlers under pressure from the outset is quite incredible. You know, he's got an unbelievable eye, and the areas of which he scores, it's tough to put fielders in those positions in a way. You see them put the deep point out and stuff, but he just finds ways to just put it past him. He's batting beautifully. He's confident, and it's nice to get in a partnership with him because the scoreboard moves extremely fast. And I was just in the sheds with him then, and he goes, "Geez, that went quick today." And I was like, "It did, it sure did." So it was cool to play with him out there today.
I think you were in the 30s when you. Sorry, I think you were in the 30s when you hit that straight drive off deep. Did that feel like around the time when you and Trav were sort of getting on top and finding that influence?
Oh, I hit it. He hit it.
Yeah.
I hit it. I don't know. I was just batting. I wasn't even thinking about anything. I was just playing and obviously just watching Travis play at the other end. And we actually don't say too much out there to each other. He just says, "Do your thing." I said, "Do your thing," and we move on. But it was cool to witness that again. He's a special player at the moment. He's playing so well and helping our team immensely and putting pressure on the bowlers every time he goes out to play. So now it's cool to witness again.
A few more over the side.
Hi Steve, first of all congratulations.
Thanks.
This was your first test century since June 2023. In this, we know that you like to bat long, you like to bat deep. In this period when you were visualizing or practicing at the nets, were you content about your own batting, or when you were thinking about match day situations, were you a bit frustrated that you were not able to bat as long as you would have wanted?
Yeah, of course. I love batting and I hate getting out. So
how do you fight those thoughts when it comes to your mind?
I mean, I've played long enough to know that the game sort of turns on itself. If you go through a period where you're not having much luck, I think last week I was a bit unlucky getting strangled down the leg side, and you got to keep the faith and know that things will turn around if you keep doing the hard work, and I've been putting the hard work in. So I rode my luck today. I had a little bit early on for sure. Got beaten a few times, which it's going to happen on that wicket. On another day, I might nick one of those. But I was playing the line nicely. I was getting in good positions. I left well early, so I felt like I was playing well. So it was nice to get some reward for it.
Also, your battle with
We get a pitch up. Yes, sir.
Yes, Steve, congratulations. Just want to ask that, can you talk us through about that Akashdeep spell? You were appreciating him a lot, and then, there were some of the play and misses, and you were also looking in a different mindset today. Manas was staying there, just to talk to you, and you just said that, you can go on the other side. And then after that, he was just staying on the non-striker, and then you said, can you just shift a little bit? Can you talk us through these two moments?
I always push the other batter wider. I don't like him in my eye line as much as possible. So, it's not their job to be looking down at me from there. It's, I've got to focus on what I need to do. So, I thought Akash bowled really nicely, particularly that first spell. He was getting the ball to move with pretty significant movement. He bowled a really good length, and he's a nice bowler. It was the first time I've actually faced him, so I think he's got some skill there for sure. I thought they toiled pretty hard all day, to be fair. That first spell in particular, I thought they bowled really well. It was pretty difficult to score, particularly while the ball was newer. But then I think Travis obviously coming in, putting pressure on them, playing the way that he did, sort of opened things up for us a little bit. And they still came hard all day. When that second new ball rolled around, Revsportz came in and did what Revsportz can do. So it was unfortunate to lose a couple there, but I think we're in a really strong position at this present time.
So just on that note, the rain forecast the next few days, was there much talk about how you can try and set this game up? Is it a case of bat once, hope to get in here, actually force the follow one? That's like Pat said, if you guys are speaking much about the setup out there?
We haven't as yet, but it's hard to control the weather and stuff. But I guess tomorrow morning, I'm sure you're going to see Alex coming out playing some shots again. I thought he played beautifully this evening, kept the scoreboard moving at good pace, and that partnership with Pat was nice at that stage after losing a few on the bounce. So we'll wait and see. I still feel like there's plenty happening in this wicket. It was a pretty tough day. I felt like I had to earn every run out there. So hopefully there's still plenty happening when our bowlers roll around, and if we've got enough on the board, who knows, we might be able to dictate terms and the way we want to play, but we'll see. We've got to play it as it comes to start with, and hopefully put the Indian batters under pressure early when we get our chance with that ball.
Two more here, Dan and Louis.
Steve, you touched on top three and the credit you gave to them. Has batting top briefly given you a newfound appreciation for just how hard a job it is?
Well, I think since 2021, when they changed the Kookaburra ball, batting has definitely got more difficult. Particularly, I think at the same time, wickets got greener as well, so it's kind of like a perfect storm coming together. So I think particularly the first 35 overs, I'd say, of an innings is very challenging at the moment with the significant seam movement. But then, kind of as I said before, I think the ball stays hard. So if you get through that period and you've got some guys like Travis and Marshy and Alex coming in, the ball still bounces off the bat a lot harder than it used to. I think previously you get to those positions where the ball gets a bit softer, you'll see catches in front of the wicket and things like that, and it'll be a bit more difficult to score. But yeah, I think the ball's definitely staying harder. So look, I think the last 3 years has probably been the hardest that I've experienced in my career, batting wise, in terms of the amount of movement that's been generated. And I think you can see that in the way the scores have come down as well, and bowling averages have come down, batting averages have come down, and usually I think in the first innings of a game, if you're putting you think back probably 5 years ago, you're seeing consistent 400, 500s being scored in the first innings. If you put a 3 in front of it these days, you're usually in a pretty strong position. So you got to think about that as well when you're thinking about play. Sometimes if you don't get 100, it's not the end of the world. A good 60 or a good 30 at times can be really crucial and match winning for a team. So that's the kind of way I'm seeing things at the moment. And if you get a big score, you're going to need some luck to do it, and you're going to have to play really well.
Steve, you turned 35 a few months ago. Just the grind, the work that you need to do, change your stance, test by test, working from there. Does it become, is it harder than what it was when you were 23?
No, not really. I mean, I've been doing it for so long, so if I want to change a few different things, it really doesn't take me long to do it. Sometimes I do it in the middle of an innings. So, I think that's part about, adapting to situations and scenarios that are put in front of you and having the confidence to do it. And look, I've played for a long time, and I know what I'm trying to do out there most of the time. So, for it to come off today, it's pleasing and help the team get us into this situation we're in now. It's a good spot. So, it's been a good day.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.